It's before 11 o'clock, and Vanessa Lane Jennings is in the studio. Let me put the camera on so you can see her. And I have a question to ask her about that last ad. This is a good opportunity. If you have any questions about the law, we invite you to call in and ask Vanessa. The number is 622-9622. If you detect that we're having fun, you are perceptive and correct. But it does not mean that we don't want you to call in if you have something that is very serious to you right now that you're going through, or maybe somebody you know is going through. So, again, the number is 622-9622, or, of course, you can go to the Jennings Law Firm at 2945 Northeast 3rd Street here in Ocala, or give them a call, 804-0092. We will repeat that address and phone number later on. Right now, let's say good morning to Vanessa.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well. How are y'all?
So did Dan break the law just then?
Dan might have, yeah. But no, he did not. Absolutely not. As his attorney, no.
Oh, he did? Oh, I see what you're saying.
No,
yeah.
Dan did not. No. Dan is a good boy.
Well, we're told we can't say the word Super Bowl in a promotion.
Right.
I can say it right now as a discussion.
As a topic point.
Right.
But not as part of a...
Right. You can't say the name of the teams.
Right. Can't say anything.
So if I said, be sure to come to my restaurant this weekend because we're going to have a big TV, we're going to be watching the beep, and you can cheer on whether you're rooting for the beep or the beep. It's all part of the big, and this is the NFL beep. Instead of saying NFL, you say beep weekend, the NFL weekend, whatever. Yeah, I mean, you would really be, they really cut your tongue off, don't they?
They do. You just have to be creative and come.
Yeah.
Football Sunday.
It rhymes with pooper hole.
No. I'm going to go out and say I don't have a degree in marketing, but that is probably not the way to go.
That's your face. That was funny.
Well, we had a publicist last week. He had booked a guest with us about the snacks for the Super Bowl. And in the publicist narrative on the confirmation, he said while this guest was on, we couldn't say the word Super Bowl or anything like that. We had to refer to it as the big game.
Oh,
so, I mean, he was really trying to follow all of the lessons to a T.
I don't think I read that. I must have broken that rule.
We did. Because, why not call it Super Bowl?
Oh,
We might as well.
I didn't know.
And the celebrity chef was going along with us, so he was having a good time with it, too.
The publicist was not happy, but
That's okay.
That's okay. No one cares about the publicist.
That's right.
Sorry, all the publicists out there.
You've been busy. You've had a lot of trials and all that?
It has been a really busy week.
Okay, so there was a story. I know you told me you didn't see the news, but I'll just tell you the story. It's in this morning's news.
I have not seen the outside world.
There's a little girl, 11 years old,
Okay.
down in Bellevue. A guy stops and starts talking to her, and she becomes uneasy. So she, thank goodness, her parents taught her well, walked away and told her parents, this man started talking to me, and he didn't do anything. He didn't really say anything inappropriate, but they got a picture of the car. It's circulating in the news right now. What are your thoughts on that? If they arrest this guy for something, I mean, what can they?
What did he do?
Nothing.
I didn't read the article, so I really don't know. So he just had a normal conversation?
Yes, but
It's not illegal to have a conversation with somebody.
I know, but it sounds suspicious,
Well, you see, okay, let's just take it from the man's perspective, potentially.
Right.
Let's say he was my client.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
So this guy comes in and says, hey, I was just having a conversation. I just saw this little girl on the side of the road or wherever I don't know where she was, but I saw her. I was asking her, hey, where are your parents?
Right.
You just don't see children walking around. Actually, you do, but where are your parents? Where are you going? Do you need help? Why are you out here without supervision right now? So it doesn't necessarily mean that he was doing anything nefarious. He could have been. I literally don't know.
You don't know, and nobody would know.
But even
Right.
if he's my client, sometimes I don't know.
Right.
Because they
right.
say they did it, and you believe what your clients tell. I mean, not
Yeah.
always. Sometimes you can see right through it. But there's times where, their story makes sense and it jives with
Yeah.
what you would hope is the actual story. So that's what you put forward.
And like you said, we'll never know what his real intentions were, but if he was your client, it sounds like a pretty easy one for you as an attorney.
Right, because he didn't do anything. You're allowed to talk to whoever you want.
Because all it says was, I'm looking at the story now, it says that he He told the girl to step closer to his vehicle, but she did not do that. Instead, she walked away. He asked her where she was coming from. That's about all it says.
Right, because he was just looking, with this little child walking on the side of the road. Like, where are you coming from? Where are you going? Do you need help? Are you lost? Have you lost your mommy and daddy? Do you need help?
It sounds like the big bad wolf.
Yeah. Even though he knows it's a school day and he is in the school zone section where children walk to school, we still can't pin anything on him.
Maybe she needed a ride to school. Maybe she was limping. I don't know.
Oh,
I have
look
no
at you.
idea.
See, this
I
is
have
the brain.
zero idea.
We see your brain working here.
Wow.
No,
I would love to see
No,
that.
I know you're not
On the-
defending him.
on the
You're,
other-
you're giving us an example. Yeah.
On the other side, I meant you're like, okay, he still did nothing wrong, but it's still creepy and it's still something that, you wouldn't want to happen to your own child. But you're allowed to talk to people. And that's, I mean, where do you draw the line?
So can I tell you
What do you
another
think
story
Sure.
from the news? Okay.
Absolutely.
I think this was Wednesday. It was right here on, what is it called? 27th Avenue.
Yep.
Is that the truck one?
And
Yeah,
42nd
where the truck
Street.
backs up onto
that
the
one
car.
I did see, because that one went around.
Okay. Yeah. Well, do you know the story, or should I tell you the story?
I do know the story.
right,
But you can go tell her.
18-year-old in the truck with his girlfriend and an 11-month-old.
Old baby.
Correct.
Yeah. And the guy behind him apparently just a 53-year-old crazy driver, okay? And the guy's afraid of him, and for some reason he had road rage going on. So he gets out of his car, the 50-something-year-old, starts punching the 18-year-old in the face.
It's a jacked up truck. Have you seen the video?
Yeah.
That is like and if anyone knows the 18-year-old, that is a nice vehicle.
Nice.
It was nice. Of course, this could only happen in Ocala, but it was seriously.
Well, I have my thoughts on Ocala's road rage because it's weird. I think we have more road rage here than most cities. Do you know what my theory is?
Sure.
That most of the driving in Ocala is pretty not congested, and then when you get into a congested area, you get mad. Oh, why is this? But if you lived in Chicago, it's probably always messed up. It's always like New York. It's always crowded. And
Chicago's not actually bad because I lived
No?
there for 2 years, but they make up their own rules. Like legitimately, they make up their own rules. Like there's this one street. This is total tangent. We'll go back to our story. There's one street it was a 2-lane road, but the people of Chicago, citizens of Chicago, have decided it's a 4-lane. There are no lines, and it is legally only a 2-lane road. But people treat it Monday through Friday as a 4-lane road.
No, oh wow, that is interesting.
And they got mad at me because I treated it as it was a 2-lane.
Oh.
But anyway, and they had some road rage then. That was the only time I really saw road rage. But no, so yeah, the individual behind him apparently did not appreciate the young man's driving.
No, it was the other way around. The guy behind, I don't know. They got one
The older gentleman.
The older man punched the younger man. The younger man backed his truck up and kind of pinned it, basically.
He backed his rear tire right in the window of.
Right. Yeah. And so now they've arrested the older guy.
They did.
So.
And he was driving with a suspended license, right?
That
Older
too.
guy.
Right, which is when you never get into an altercation when you have
You
a
know,
suspended
gee.
driver.
Yeah. All right, are we ready for the phones?
Sure.
Let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air with Vanessa.
Good morning. How is everyone? It's a great morning, isn't it? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Question I have is actually you see these ads on TV for these medical failures, and if you had this happen, and I've been seeing them for years, and lo and behold, the other night, there was an ad on TV for something that exactly happened to me, to call this number, cashiers are waiting and all that. Am I better getting my own attorney and doing this, or is this like a class action thing? When it's all said and done, I get $42, if I go through one of these advertising firms.
Well, the reason they normally go through and do the class action is because your individual recovery in and of itself wouldn't be large enough when you take into account the extensive amount of research, legal time that goes into defending a medical malpractice case. Medical malpractice cases are very, 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 very expensive, not only for the firm, but sometimes even for the people. Between doing all the medical reports and seeing different doctors and talking to medical experts and gathering up all your reports and the statistics and finding out if they're really and doing all the depots, and it's a lot of work. So normally it's cost prohibitive for an individual attorney to take on the case unless they do it in a class action. So it would be hard for you to find an attorney for that in most cases, unless your individual recovery would be enough to cover all those costs, the attorney's fees, and still give you some money at the end of the day. So normally when they do the class action lawsuits like you see on television, they're looking for different individuals. Now, the more injured you are, the more money you'll end up getting. But if you have a good case and you're one of the star people, they can bump you up to the top of the class.
On the advertisement, everything happened except death.
Okay.
This happened, or this happened, or death. Everything happened except death. I had a hernia mesh failure. I had to have it removed. I had 8 inches of my intestines removed. It all happened when I was down here last year at my house and I got sick. I had to go to New York, and I was in the hospital for 10 days as soon as I got up there. And then I see this ad on TV the other night, and I'm like, whoa, wait a second here, But then my son said, well, no, maybe, you're better off maybe getting your own. I said, well, I'll wait till I hear the radio show, and I'll call in and get their advice.
Well, definitely what I would do is there's attorneys who are doctors. There's one famous one in Orlando that you can go ahead give them a call and see if you could do a consult with them. But I would also go ahead and just call the firm and see if you can get added, to one of their meetings that they do to see if you would qualify for the class. So that way you can that way you're doing both and you're being proactive and you have the best answer for you and your facts and circumstances.
Well, thank you very much, Vanessa. I really appreciate this. It gave me a good guidance here. I was the first time I ever saw one of those ads. I said, wait a second, that's me.
Wow.
It was kind of scary. So.
Right.
All right, thank you.
I wish you luck.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Wow, that is kind of
Yeah, I think I know the guy you're talking about. The guy in Orlando. He's a doctor and an attorney.
I think it's the JDMD is like
Yes, I think
his
that's
slogan.
it. Yeah.
But he does apparently he does he'll even do not like a thorough exam, but he does he looks at not only all your charts, but he looks at everything and he's able to give you a quick assessment. And I've heard, and from some of my colleagues, I've heard that they've sent cases to him and they've gone fairly well, or he's given good advice. So
does JD appear on your business card? Is that?
No, I use Bougie and I use Esquire.
Esquire.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Esquire means attorney? I never really knew what Esquire meant.
It means bougie person.
Bougie person?
No, it means attorney. But see, there's, because, yeah, that's what it means. It means person who can't write a word attorney. They want Esquire. They want the Latin phrase.
Bougie. I don't know what that is.
Bourgeoisie.
Okay.
From the French aristocrat.
very elite.
Okay. And do you remember when I was a kid?
Yes.
This might have been just a regional thing in New York, but if a juvenile broke the law, they were given a card to identify that they were juvenile delinquent, and they called it a JD card.
That's hilarious.
And I don't ever remember anybody explaining what that served. When would you show somebody, and why would you show somebody that card?
I would purposely lose that card unless you had to keep it on you. Was there a law that says you had to have it on you
I
at all
never
times?
was that, so I never. Thank goodness, I never had that happen to me.
I don't know. The police like to stop you and your accordion. I've heard stories.
I have had that, but I wasn't a kid. I was older than 18.
I was 19. Well,
That goes back to driver's licenses too, because whatever age you are, you have a special driver's license. Under 21, they'll
right. They have a little
have
red
that
strip
on there. And
By the way, I have to renew my license.
me too.
Is your birthday this month?
My birthday's next month.
So is the place open tomorrow? Do you know? Is it open on Saturdays?
The DMV? I can Google that answer for you. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no.
I had to get my birth certificate,
Maybe
which I got. I had to get a couple of different things like bills and
Wait, I have to get my birth certificate?
I did.
Wait, I just can't go in there and let them renew it?
Well, maybe you
What?
can. I think because mine is up.
Mine is too, but I haven't ever renewed it. How bad is that? I've always done it online.
I did mine online last time.
I have too, but for some reason it says I have to bring my. Maybe they
You have to show up in person to prove that you are who you are.
Yeah, maybe because I was wearing a burqa that time. I don't know.
No, stop.
Well, Well, you know how they profile, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. If you have a question for Vanessa, the number is 622-9622.
Oh,
Let's see.
apparently Dan just texted us that it's
Uh-huh.
a new national security measure to bring in your birth certificate.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Dan.
Nice.
So how many cringe-worthy moments did I cause for you today?
For Dan or me?
For you? Well, Dan too, probably. Dan too.
I'm at 6.
At 6! Was the pooper hole the worst one?
So far, yes.
We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Some fog this morning near the coast. Otherwise, it'll be partly sunny today. Nice and warm this afternoon with a high of 77 to 81. Then mainly clear Friday night, lows in the low to mid-50s. For Saturday, more sun than clouds. There may be a stray shower along the coast, the high 72 to 76. And for Sunday, partly sunny, high 76 to 80. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Whether you're building it up or knocking it down, get it done, rent it now. Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101. Sunbelt Rentals. Get it done, rent it now. 352-369-9101.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Bernie's Day of Fire.
The flyer says Bernie's Day of Fire Car Show and Dino Day, Saturday, February 11th from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m.
All proceeds will be donated to Habitat for Humanity.
Food trucks, trophies, door prizes, 50-50, pony rides.
I know. And look, cow chip bingo.
Your favorite.
The address is 1 Aspen Road, Ocala.
And the website is Bernies.com, BURNYZZ.com.
Robin, you try the Echo machine.
Bernie's Day of Fire.
All right, 6 minutes before 11 o'clock. All right, am I?
And if you've ever had a name change, you have to bring those
All right,
documents as well.
Vanessa's going to
so
tell me
you're
what I need to
married.
bring to get my license. So everybody has to have their birth certificate from now on?
When you renew it, yes.
So that means you do.
So when it expires.
When does yours expire?
Mine does expire.
So does mine.
Mine expires for the
All right.
first time in my life.
So what do I need? My birth certificate?
You are a U.S. citizen,
Right.
so what you are going to be required to bring is a valid, unexpired U.S. passport or original.
Or a birth certificate.
There's ors.
Or okay.
The original. Do you have your original birth certificate?
Yeah.
Or a certified copy? So a certified copy or an original? I'm going to go with the certified copy. And then.
But how do I know what it is? I mean,
The original would have been the one that was given to your mama.
I have that one.
Do you really?
Yes.
Well, that's
My
good.
my parents burned that. They're like, no.
But it's. Do you remember photocopy? Well, you're too young to remember this, but photocopies used to be exact opposites. They were always negative. So the black ink became white.
I missed that part of the world. I didn't know that.
You're
I really
too
didn't.
young.
I really
You talk. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to show you.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Utah. Okay, so apparently if you've ever had a name change, you need to bring all your data for that.
Oh, so like
Your divorce
a
decrees,
divorce or a marriage certificate.
Yes,
Or the name change paper if you just want to change your name.
absolutely.
Okay.
So those are for if you are a U.S. citizen. If you're not a citizen,
Oh, but we don't need a electric bill or anything like
right?
that.
Well,
Okay.
it says both citizens and non-citizens will also need to bring. Oh, see, this is where it comes in. This is the tricky part here. Your social security card or proof that you have a social security number,
Okay, social security card.
and 2 documents that show where your personal place of residence is. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So like a cable bill and an electric bill then, or a phone bill.
Right. There's a list of those type of
Two
documents.
documents.
And you can get that at gathergoget.com.
Okay.
Oh.
So you see my birth certificate now? The white is black, the black
I
is
do.
white. So that's how copy machines used to be. When we were kids, we go to the library, and we wanted to copy something out of an encyclopedia. You had to get the lady and pay her, and then she would put it on the machine, and it'd come out, and all the black letters would be white, and all the white paper would be black.
So Vanessa said when you were gone, you also need a social security card.
I don't have that. I thought that was an or.
Nope. It says both citizens and non-citizens also need to bring the following items.
Oh my gosh. I don't have a social security card. You know how long ago that disappeared?
Life is rough, or proof that you have a social security number. So do you have a mortgage that has your social security number on it?
I don't know.
Or a
No.
paycheck. A paycheck would
A
have
paycheck.
your social security number on it.
Or
The paycheck
W-2.
stub or W-2.
Taxes?
Good morning. You're on there with Vanessa.
Yeah, you got to have your Social Security, birth certificate, and 2 forms of residency. A letter from like your doctors or something. Then you can get your driver's license. Once you get the license, and they put a star on your license, if you lose your license again or ever lose it, you get on the motor vehicle with no ID. If you got the star on your driver's license and you don't have to have any ID, you can go in and get your driver's license. Pay $31. I just did it.
31?
31 something it was
31.
for the loss of driver's license.
Oh, okay. For if you lose it, okay. But I think
It used to be
have-
$10.
but to renew it, it's 48.
Right.
I had to have 2 letters showing residency, like a doctor's office, like I said, and birth certificate, Social Security, like you said. If you lost your Social Security, go on Social Security office, they'll give you a paper printout until your original one comes. Have a good day.
Oh, okay. Wow. Didn't know that. Thank you.
Things they don't teach you in law school.
They don't. They don't.
Probably not. No. What they don't teach you is how to actually do it. Like go down to the Social Security office.
Oh,
That's something they will tell you what the law is, but they don't tell you that's the one thing you learn.
So what was the website, Vanessa? What was
Gather, go, get.
Gather, go,
get.
and
.com.
that's for Florida, or the whole country?
That's on the Florida website.
Okay.
The Florida HSMV.
GatherGoGet.com.
So if you're not a U.S. citizen, what do you have to have?
If you're not a citizen,
Just drive a bike, a bicycle.
No, that is an incorrect statement, sir. For a
Walk.
non-citizen, you need a valid, unexpired permanent residency card, a valid passport for non-immigrants, except those who have the asylum exception, other government-issued documentation, Department of Homeland Security documentation, and any name changes.
Wow.
So illegal immigrants or undocumented
No.
immigrants.
These
No,
are.
but I'm just asking a question. So
Yeah.
they can't drive. If you're not
Illegal
documented, you can't
If you're
drive.
not documented, you're not getting a license, which is why they get arrested for driving with no valid driver's license.
So call Vanessa if you need to talk to an attorney at the Jennings Law Firm at
She's great.
804-0092, or just go visit 2945 Northeast 3rd Street on the 2nd floor.
That's right.
Do you watch the Super Bowl?
I do not.
Well, enjoy not watching. Enjoy not watching. Thank you, Vanessa.
Bye-bye.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. 2 days after putting Iran on notice, the Trump administration imposes sanctions on 13 people and 12 companies.
This all, of course, comes in response to Iran's recent string of missile tests, all in violation of UN Security Council resolutions.
Fox's Garrett Tenney, the French